Everybody, welcome to the Maimonides Mitzvah moment. I'm here with my friend Shlomo, and he's after a long day's work, but that does not deter him from coming late at night to study Torah. So Shlomo's a good man, and give us the mitzvah.
Today's mitzvah is the mitzvah of lulav.
Very apropos as we approach Hanukkah in just a few days.
Yep.
As I explained to Shlomo when we were off air, that the reason that we're talking about lulav now is because we're following the Rambam's book of Mishnah Torah, which doesn't work with the calendar. It goes in a system of concepts. So we're in the book where he's explaining the laws, the mitzvahs, and the laws that pertain to the holidays. So we're talking about lulav today. What technically is the mitzvah of lulav? You know, people take the first of all, you have the four kinds that you probably already know, right? You got the date branch, the lulav, the citrus fruit, the esrog, the myrtle branch, the hadas, the willow branch, the arava, and you see people shaking it and waving it all over the place, which is part of the enhanced mitzvah, to shake the lulav. But technically speaking, halachically, says the Rambam, the moment that you pick up all of the four species, it can't be three. In order to do the mitzvah, you have to have all four. The moment you pick them all up and you hold them upright, how do you know if you're holding it upright? If the part that comes from the tree or comes from the ground is facing downwards. So if you hold them all upright and together so that they're touching each other, you've already done the mitzvah. Even if you don't do any shaking or walking around the beam or any of that stuff, just holding them together. One of the easiest mitzvahs actually to do in the world. That's why, like, if you're outside of No Frills and you have your lulav with you and you say, "Hey, you want to do a mitzvah?" And the person holds the lulav and says, "Well, I'm not sure if I want to do a mitzvah." Too late. They already did it. Fun fact about lulav. The biblical mitzvah, says the Rambam, is just to take the lulav on the first day of Sukkot. That is true for every place outside of the temple. In the Beit HaMikdash, when it stood, the biblical mitzvah, says the Rambam, was to take the lulav for the whole Chag, for the 7 days, once each day of the Chag. But outside of the Beit HaMikdash, they would only take the lulav on the first day. That's the biblical mitzvah. After the destruction of the temple, the rabbis instituted to remember the temple and how they would take the lulav every day in the temple. Today we take the lulav for all 7 days, for the last 6 days of the Chag as well, to remember the way that they did it in the temple. Got it?
Yep.
Shkoyach. Now you can have dinner.